Let's start first by going through our intranet. Basically, this is my intranet. So currently, um I'm going to navigate. So this is my dashboard. So first of all, let's move to what we are going to discuss today. So basically here what I'm doing is I'm opening my sandbox is what ALS has provided for you online Ubuntu, so where you interact with the Ubuntu shell. So first of all, let me open my sandbox, and you'll be provided with Ubuntu. We might see yours to be Ubuntu 2.0, Ubuntu 2.04, Ubuntu. We have them different shell that ALS has given to you. Currently I'm in the specialization, so my own is different. So now basically here we are talking about shell navigation. Let me open the one that I'm already using. Let me open this Ubuntu 20.04. This is what you're likely to be getting. So let it open. So you press on the web term. So we are going to explore the world of Ubuntu shell, Linux shell. So let's begin by defining what shell means. Shell is a command line interface or text-based user interface that allow users to interact with an operating system and execute commands. Just as you see me using the text and navigating to folders and other things. Okay, so this shell provides a way for user to communicate with the computer using text commands instead of graphical interface. So different operating systems have their own shells. For example, if you are using the Unix based system like the Linux and Mac OS, the Mac operating system typically uses the bash shell. That is, we call it Bourne Again SHell. So while Windows uses the command line prompt. So this is the command line prompt you have seen. This is just what this command line prompt is for Windows. Okay, so ALS has provided with us with Ubuntu. So what is this Ubuntu? Ubuntu is just a free, user-friendly operating system for computers. It is based on this Linux. It is based on this Unix system. So this Linux has a big community and has a lot of software that do cool things. So it do more things. So okay, on Ubuntu, the default shell is called bash shell. So that is Bourne Again SHell. It is a command line interface where you type a text command to interact with the operating system. You can navigate the file system, run programs, manage files, and more using the Ubuntu shell you are just seeing. So this is the Ubuntu shell you are just seeing. So when you open your terminal or your shell, you will see this. This means that you are in the user's home directory. So you are in your home directory. That's the default. Okay. So shell navigation is just referred to the process of moving around and exploring the file system using a command line interface or shell. The shell is a text-based user interface that allows user to interact with operating system by typing commands. So we have the various types of commands that we just type to navigate through. So first of all, let's look what is meant by directory. you'll be hearing people saying directory. So what does this directory means in in shell navigation? Directory is simply a simple folder or a container that holds file and other subdirectories within a file system. It's just like using your mouse to create a file. So to create a folder, the folder you have created in this shell navigation, we call it directory. So this one, it helps us to organize and structure data on our storage devices. So, and the default navigation typical starts in the user home directory. So this is our user home directory. Currently we are in our home folder, that is home directory. So okay, let's go through each of the commands that is mostly used in navigating. So first of all, let's man this QS man. This man is a command. This command is used to check the manual of a certain command. So if I type man pwd means that simply print the working directory. So as you see, okay, as you see, you have seen this. So this one describe the command for you. So when you move further, you know what this command means. Okay, then now let's clear the screen. Control. So let's clear the screen. So Q, you should press Q to escape this. Oh, I lost my connection. Sorry guys. So let me, my Wi-Fi connection is connected. So this is basically the manual that you see about the PWD. So now let's talk about this PWD. What is this PWD? What is this PWD? PWD means the print the working directory. Print the working directory. PWD, print the working directory. So the PWD command stands for print the working directory. When you run man, it opens the manual page for this command. The manual page provides details information about PWD commands, including its purposes, usage, and option. Okay, so right now don't worry about it. So let's press the PWD and see what will happen. Let's press enter. You see, it means that this slash means that we are in our home directory. Okay, that is home folder. Okay, so the PWD command shows you the full path of the current working directory. This helps you when you want to know where you are located in the file system. Okay, so when you are everywhere and you forget where you are, okay, I entered this folder, I enter into this subfolder, I enter this subfolder. So you see a bright screen like this. Sometimes as a beginner you don't know how to trace the you just type PWD and press enter. Okay, so now let's look at the second command. The second command we are going to look at is ls. We are going to look at this command ls. ls command is used, sorry guys, ls command is used to list the content of a directory. Running manual man ls, so running man ls will give you all information about this ls. So man ls, as we did in the previous, if you press enter, it will tell you information about this and how to use it. Okay, so right now I'm in my home directory. I want to see the content of my home directory. I want to see the folders and files that are inside this my home directory. Okay, so simply I press ls, then press enter. So you press ls, then press enter. Okay, that's it. So I have this directory, is the subdirectory called Airbnb clone, ALS system engineering, being. So these are all the four. This is a file also, the py. This is a Python file. So this is all the files and folders that are under this my home directory. Always when you navigate to a directory and you want to see the content, you just press ls. Okay, so now you just press ls. Also, the common command used to list the files or folders in the directory is the ls, right? But we also have another option. We have option also ls minus l or ls minus I. So if you want to see the long format of a file, for example, for each of the file, ls minus will give you the long information about the file, the detailed information. Okay, so sorry guys, minus l. So this command will give us the long details about each of the files and folders. So have you seen? So this folder Airbnb is telling us the date created and also the date modified, and also telling us about the permissions of the file and folder. So this is the long format. So later or very soon you will start studying about how to work with files. So if you want to clear everything on your screen, just press clear, clear, the normal English word clear. So and press enter, it will clear your screen. Okay, your screen will be free. So ls minus l will give you the long format of each of the file. So and also the minus a, we have this command minus a. The minus will include, it will give you the hidden files. So the files are, let me list this one first. I've listed this one. So this is the file you have seen, but there are hidden file that I don't want to show it on the screen directly. So but if I want to see the hidden file, I press ls minus a. So minus ls minus a will list all the hidden files in my directory. So have you seen? So this one is a hidden file, this one are all hidden files, and also these dots, doc. So all the files that start with dots, the file name starts with dot or folder. So the file name starts with dot, it means that it is hidden file or folder. Okay, so human readable form. If you want to print it in a human readable form, you can press this commands. This command ls minus h. Ls minus h will give you human readable file sizes, showing sizes in kilobytes, megabytes or gigabyte. Okay, so let's press enter. Okay, so so usage, that's the usage. So ls minus lh. Okay, this is human readable form. It's giving you the size of the file, 4.0 kilobyte. Okay, so let's press the clear and clear our screen again. Make sure that you are following what I'm doing. Okay, you are following what I'm doing. Okay, so press enter. My network is making slow. So now, and let's look at one of the most important commands that are often used than any command, is okay, let's clear our screen first. So okay, let's clear our screen is clear. So now the next command here is cd. So cd simply means change directory or change new folder. So right now I'm in my home folder. So I want to change my I want to navigate or move to another sound folder inside it. So first of all, what I do is, if I know the name of a folder, I can just type cd and the name of it. So now let's just list the files and folder first. So ls, let's press the ls. So let's list them. So by pressing cd, so which one of this folder I want to go? Let's take the first one, Airbnb clone. Okay, so you type air. Please, if you are typing, you can just press tab. If you press tab, it will complete the name of the file for you. Okay, so Airbnb. So you see, it has just completed without tapping all the name of the folder or directory. So let's press enter and see what will happen. Enter. So you have seen, so this is the path. This is what we call the path to your current folder you are. So good is my home directory, then it moves to the cd into the Airbnb clone version 2. Okay, so now I would like to see my working directory now. The working directory. Let's press the pwd. Okay, so see, have you seen, it tells me that I'm in the Airbnb clone folder or directory. Okay, so I think that's it. So now we are in the Airbnb. Inside this Airbnb, let's press the ls and see which files and folder do we have inside this Airbnb clone directory. So ls, you see, so this ls, see the files I have here. See the files I have here and folders I have here. So same thing, if I want to, let's say that I'm going to navigate into this file. Please, this files we have seen .ac, .pp, .py is a file, and the directory is the one without any extension. Okay, this is a Python. Py is the Python file, so don't worry about it now. So make sure that you don't do cd into this with the extension .py, .pp, so that's one. They are not directories, they are just files. Okay, so let's move to this one model. This model is a directory. So cd, so I said that you just press. If you press the first two, or you can press the first and press tab, so it will complete it for you, then press enter. So right now you see, from our home directory we navigated into this Airbnb. Inside this Airbnb, we list our file here and we navigate into cd. We change our directory into the model. So let's list the files in of the directory called model, ls. So you see, so pwd will tell you the directory you are. So it tells me that, so this is the file path up to the model. The last one is the where you are. The last thing is where you are. Okay, so that's the directory I am, model. So simply let's clear this. Let's go back to our home directory. Simply to go back to your home directory, if you could remember, when we bring the current directory for this home directory, we get slash. So simply just type cd slash. So if you don't want slash and press enter, it will take you to home directory. But if you want to go back directly to the Airbnb, so just relax and press double full stop. Please remember to give space before you press them. So press enter, it will take you back. Also press cd, this one, it will take you to your home directory. Okay, you see, wherever you are, wherever you are. If you press cd slash, it will take you to your home directory. But if you want to move to your previous directory, you just press cd dot dot, it will take you to your previous. But if you want to go directly to the, so now let's explore another. Let's clear our screen once again. Clear. This is what we'll be doing mostly. So let's look at the next command called less. If you want to know much about this less, you just press man and press less. It will give you the manuals, the usage of this command. So now let's move on. So the less command is a pager that allows you to fill the content of a files without modifying them. Running man less opens the manual for this command, explaining how to navigate and interact with the files using the less. So if you want to use the less, so let's assume that, okay, so let's check the usage here on the command line on our shell. So and also on our shell. So right now let's list our files here in the home directory. So ls, oh come on, okay, so you just have to type, guys, my network has interrupted my connection again, sorry. So let me redo the connection again. Sorry for the interaction. Okay, so now I think we are back. Let's refresh our terminal. Please, as you see how this thing is, make sure that you have stable connection. Okay, I don't know why today I always have stable connection, so make sure you have stable connection or your work will be delayed. Okay, so the less command to use the less command. So let's list our file first. So to use the less command, you press less, then the name of the file will follow, give space and the name of the file. So we have here my api.py, so let me press my, so and press tab. I press tab and it completed it for me. So let's see what will happen. You see, so the less has given me the content of my file. If I've coded something and you don't want to open your Vim or Visual Studio 2, you just press this command. It will list the content of the file without modifying anything. Okay, here you can't do anything with the file, you just list, you just read only. Okay, so you can simply press, so we press Q and quit. Okay, or you enter into this mode, press Q and quit. Or if you enter into your mode, you don't know what you are doing there, you just press Ctrl plus C, press Ctrl plus C, so it will take you out of that mode. Okay, so first try and press Q. If it didn't work, then press Ctrl plus C on your keyboard. So now let's move to the next one. So we have looked how we display the content of the file using less. Now let's look at how we are going to create file now. Right now I'm in my home directory. So let's say that I'm going to create a file called Hamza. Let's say I'm going to create a file Hamza. Okay, so I just press, so the command for creating file is called touch. Yeah, the command is touch. So if you press the touch, if you write the touch, then give space and write the new name, the name you want to give it to the file. So let's say that Hamraz. So I've created my name as so Hamraz. Okay, so press enter. So now you press enter, the file is created. Now you have to list the file and see. You have to press ls and see whether the file has been created or not. So looking at this side, you see the file is not the right. So here now we have created new file. So let's press the ls and see whether our file has appeared. ls. So ls. So we see Hamza somewhere. Hamraz, sorry. Oh, sorry, I made mistake. It's Hamraaz. So okay, it's okay. We have created our file. Congratulations, you have created your first file here. So always remember, use touch. Okay, now let's look at how we copy file. How do we copy file? How do you copy file? Okay, so first of all, the command of copying file is cp, copy. The cp command is used to copy files and directory. Running man cp will give you the manual and also give you the detailed information and usage of this man. So open the manual page for this command explaining this option, how to use it for copying. So let's look at the usage of the cp. So let's assume that okay, let's create new two. Okay, this directory a, b and b and this Hamza I just created. So I want to copy this Hamza into this a, b and b. Okay, to copy something into something you have to press cp, then you have to press cp. So you press the file you want to copy into the another directory. So the file name is, I want to copy into the Airbnb is Hamraz. So HA. Okay, so please, this is case sensitive. Always try and press the name of the file as you see it on the terminal. So H will complete the name. Okay, so have you seen the space? So let me copy this one into the Airbnb. Just write the name of the file that you want to copy. The file are just the file I just write here Hamraz. So I want to copy this Hamraz into this Airbnb directory. So I say a. So you see. So what do I need to do? Is press enter. So it has copied, no error. So okay, let's go into the Airbnb clone and see whether it has come or not. So cd, remember cd is which we are changing our directory so to the Airbnb. So after we change, let's list the file and see whether we see Hamraz or not. ls. So what is this? You see it has appeared here. Simple. So let's go back into our home directory. So cd, so press / it will take you back to your home directory. So now let's look at this command called mv. Mv is used to move files and directories to different locations or rename them. So let's assume that I'm having this Hamraz. I don't want it to be in my home. I don't want it to be okay. Let's go. We are in a home directory. Let's list our files in the home directory. So this Hamraz, I don't want it to be in my home directory again. So I want it to be in this folder. I wanted to be into GitHub folder. I wanted to be into the GitHub folder. So I do. So what? Let's mv is the command that we use to mv is the command that we use to move one file to another file or one folder into another folder. This is my connection. So let's clear the screen again and let's continue. Here we are. So okay, we are there. So right now mv command, we said we use it to, so let's reach our file. Okay, so this mv do two things. We can use it to rename file. When a file is there, you want to rename it, you can use it to rename the file, and you can also use it to move file from one directory into another directory. You can use it to move from one directory into another directory. So basically this mv do two things. We can use it to rename a file, and we can use it to move one file into another folder or one folder into another folder. Okay, so now let's see the usage of mv. So let's see the usage. Let's assume that this file I've created, Hamza, I want to rename it to George, or let me say I want to rename it to Fred. Let's rename it to Fred. Okay, so mv, so you press mv. If you press mv, if you press the mv, so write the old name. What is the old name? Hamraz. The whole name Hamraz. The old name Hamraz. So the one is Hamraz. Then specify your new name. Let's say we said Fred, right? Fred. We are going to, so this is the old name I have, so I'm going to rename it to Fred. So I press Fred, simple. So this one will change into, so press enter and see. So let's list our files and see whether it has changed or not. ls. So have you seen, this is Fred. My name has changed from Hamraz to Fred. Okay, so now the second option is also we are going to use with the mv is to rename an existing, to move a file or folder into another. Okay, so right now I'm going to totally move this one into the Airbnb, or I'm going to move it into the GitHub here, GitHub directory here. Okay, so I do mv, so press mv and specify the path, the path of the directory. When we say the path, the way leading to the new place you are going to put the new file. So first of all, so let's put the Fred here. That's the thing you are going to move to another. So so now let's specify the path. So here it means that we have, if you want to go into this one, we have to just press cd this one. Okay, we want to press, we just go to cd GitHub. Okay, instead of going, you just say GitHub. So press enter, it will copy it into, this is the path. Simply this is the path because all this file and this file are in the same directory. So let's press and see. So let's press ls and see whether the thread is still there or not. ls, you see the thread is not there, but let's move to the GitHub and see whether it is there. cd, so GitHub, so GitHub, So we are now in the git, you see here we are in the GitHub directory. So we press ls. So you see we have seen the thread here. So now let's say that we are going to this, we have put it here and say that okay, no, I don't want thread to be here, I want to send it back to my home directory. So what are you going to do? They use the same formula. If you want to go back to, you don't want to press the command, you can just simply press the arrow key top and it will take you to your previous commands. So you press again, so it will take you to the, so but let's write it in all. So mv, so we want to take this thread and send it back to this, we want to take this thread and send it, thread file, and send it back to our home directory. So I already told you that our home directory is represented by slash. Okay, so let's write the file name first, thread. So put slash will take you to your home directory. Okay, simply don't write anything. So if you want to move it, okay, let's assume that you want to move it, you want to move this one to this let's say to this A, B, and B. So you know that the A, B, and B is in the home directory. So first of all, you have to press the home directory. You have to press the path to the home directory first, right? So you have to press the path for the home directory first. So moving to your home directory, just press the slash. So it means that here, this slash means that you are going to your home directory. Then this home directory, in this we have this folder. So but you want to go to the Airbnb clone. We want to go to this is our home directory. So we want to go the Airbnb clone version 2. So you can just, you want to move it to Airbnb clone version 2. So you can just press A. So the efficient way to do is press the tab key. So you see, it means that the Airbnb is in the home directory. If it is not there, let's assume that okay, we are in our home directory, we are in the Airbnb here right now. So let's try and see and press home and press this thing etc and see whether it will complete for us. So have you seen it's not completed? It means that it is not inside the Airbnb folder, okay, or directory. So we check it out. So this mv will move this file into this path. We call it path. So this is the home directory, and this is the directory we are going to put this thread inside. So press enter. So let's navigate back to our home directory. So if you want to go directly into this Airbnb, you don't want to go to the home before you navigate or before you cd into the Airbnb, just press cd and press and specify the path. Simple. So A, B, so you can press, so this one will take you directly into the Airbnb clone version 2 directory. So press enter. You see, currently you are no more inside the GitHub directory, you are at the Airbnb version 2 directory. Okay, so now let's list it and see whether the thread has come. Wow, this is the thread. Please don't be confused. This amgas you have seen is the first thing we copy into this directory. So it's the copy that is here. So we already renamed this thing, and so don't be confused there. So we are done with this. So let's move back to our home directory, cd. Okay, so we can clear the screen, clar. So now how do you, let's look at this another command, rm. So this rm command is used to remove, or let's say delete files and directory. So means that we use it to delete files and folder. Okay, so let's look at the usage of rm. So if you press rm, specify the file. Let's assume that we want to remove let's say, okay, let's create new file. These files, I need them. So let's say touch. Remember the command touch is used to create a file. So let's say hello. So I've created this hello. So I want to remove it. I don't need it again. What am I going to do? So rm hello. So rm, I've specified the file name. So let me press enter and see. So let's listen and see whether it is there or not. Say hello has disappeared. It means that it is deleted. It means that the hello is deleted. So the next thing is also how to create a file, or how to create, we know how to create the folder by using touch. So if you want to create new directory or new folder, use this command mkdir. So specify the name you want to use for the file. Let's say that you're going to create a folder called ALS task. Okay, this is a folder or directory you have created right now. So press enter and see. Okay, ls, you see. So have you seen ALS task has been created? So this one you can you can change it to ALS. So you can create ls and see. So in this folder nothing is inside, that's why nothing is displayed. One is nothing display when we press this thing. So let's go back, cd dot. Okay, remember to give a space dot. Okay, so this ALS task we are saying, I don't want it again. We know how to remove a file, right? So now let's see how to move a directory or folder. So we use the same rm command, so ALS task. So you see, press enter. Sorry, this is a directory, right? So rm is used to remove file, but in order to delete a directory or folder, you need to add a flag of -r, or not you receive this error message, cannot remove ALS. ls is a directory, it's not a file. It's telling us that this is not a file, it is a directory. So let's specify. So we have given the flag. So this flag is telling the command that you are going to delete a directory. So ALS task. You see, it has worked. So let's list our files and see whether it is still there or not. Okay, ls, you see, it is not there, it has disappeared. So let's clear our screen once again. So we also have this command rmdri. So rmdri is also used to remove empty directory. So let not these two confuse you. First of all, we have used the rm to remove. Rm is to remove file. So when you add -r, is to remove also a directory. And also we have also this file. We also have this command also, rmdir. It means that remove directory. So what is the difference between the rm -r and rmdir? So this one, when you have a directory and it contains something inside, it will delete the directory and the content inside the directory. But this rmdir is used to remove empty directory. That one is, both of them are used to move. This one and this one are used to move directories, but this one, if you use this one on non-empty directory, it won't delete it. Okay, it will give you an error message. So let's list our file and see. Let's assume that I'm going to remove this my api.file with rm remove directory imdir command. So my okay, so let's press and see whether it will remove it. No, this one is not a directory, sorry, this is a, so let's say that a, b and b clone. No, okay, let's say that the a, b and b clone version 2, I'm going to remove it rmdir. So it's non-empty, so it contains subfolders and file. So a, b and b and so now let's remove. I have a file that I need them and folder that, but let's try and see. You see, fail to remove, you have received error message, fail to remove Airbnb clone directory not empty, but immediately I mistakenly use rm -r on it. It will remove it, it will delete it. Okay, so remember to always be caution when using commands that have destructive actions like rm and rmdir. Okay, so you may want to remove you may want to so know the difference between the rm -r and rmdir. So remove directory and remove non-empty directory, you should know the difference. I think that's the end of our session. So the next time I'll be doing video on, I'll be doing same thing. We'll be discussing on Git, how to use Git, how to use GitHub and Git based on the ALS task. Okay, so let's go back to the ALS task and see what they are asking us to do. So let's go back to our project. Oh, I lost my connection again. Sorry guys. So this is the shell navigation task. So let me open it. You see how it is. Okay, so this is the shell navigation. Okay, so it has, so this is the resource you need to learn: Linux navigation, Linux looking around, Linux manipulating file. So this is the command you need to learn. That's what we just learned. So the same thing, you are going to repeat it to do your task. Please, this one I'm not going to teach you how it, so you need to do it practically to know how you solve your task. So ALS have not asked any of us to be solving these things for you guys. So the thing is that we can learn with you together. So that's what we just did. We went through all these commands you have seen. Okay, so how to navigate in the Unix system, how to list file in a directory, how to display the content of a file, how to create, how to remove, how to move or copy a file. We covered all these tutorials covered. So this is the first task. Okay, so access your sandbox. That's what I did. You just move here, move down and go. This is your sandbox, and go and click on the web terminal and it will open your, click on this one. If you click, so you go and run it. When you run it, press on web term, it will open for you. So now, so access your sandbox, change your working directory to root. Okay, so the same thing, you can change it to root. So like this, play we have home directory and a root directory. So if you want to go back to your root directory, cd, press and press root, or you press cd tilde, all will take you back to your root directory. Okay, this is your root directory. So you see the files are different from what we have. So let's go back to our home directory again. So cd root will give you the same resource. You see, so clear. So sorry. So that's it. Change your working directory to root. So you just cd and press this command. Then if you enter, then use the create empty. So use create file. Use the touch command to create this file. Simple. Use this command and create this file. That's it. So and press enter. Okay. So the next thing is access your sandbox, change the working directory to root again. The same thing, copy the file school to tmp. So if you open it, you see tmp folder there in the root directory. So the school file you have created, you are going to move it. You are going to copy it. You use the cp command to copy it into this. So we already discussed on the cp command, and also here you change your working directory to the same root, then rename the file old. So you have to use the mv to rename the old name and the new name. That's it. Simple. So also the same thing, go back to your root again. So then move this, remove the file. You find this file there and move it to, and specify the exact path like this. So if you go to this, you will see this one. Okay, I'll move it. So I think the same thing. So here, change again to your root directory. So then if you change you see this file, then delete it. How do you delete it? Use the rm and the file name. That's it. And this one, that's it. You move it. Okay, I want you to do it yourself. That's why I don't want to do the same thing. So the same thing here. So change to the root and use the touch to create this file. And use this mkdir to create the new directory. School is amazing. This is the name of the folder directory. Okay, this is the name, is the folder. Okay, so and also change your root and remove the empty and remove this directory. This is empty. So the empty directory, which command are you going to use? rmdir, not rm minus r. That one will not do. Okay, so you go back. So that's basically how ALS task is. These are the name of the files and folder. So please read the instructions very well. Thank you very much for your time, and I'd like to create more video on the next task coming on, so stay tuned. Make sure you like, share and subscribe to this my channel so you get more. We have a lot of project, big project. This is the basics. You must understand the basics. Okay, I'll leave my number at the comment at the description section, so we can do one Google Meet session. I can take you to this thing. We'll do the task together. That's one we all learn. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Bye.